And among the heroes in that game was Josh Cohen in goal. Among the 8 changes into the starting lineup, only Ronald Hernandez, Caleb Wiley, and Sabalov Janitze the ones that stay.
This is where it's going to be a track meet on the outside. Ben Mines, Aiden Stanley against Hernandez and Caleb Wiley. And the aggression and activity level you get out of this back three.
Atlanta, the champions of the competition 5 years ago, will look to flex their muscles as we're underway with this Open Cup quarterfinal. Atlanta United home with Indy 11. Indy 11 in their 11th year as a club, playing in multiple versions of the lower leagues, currently in the USL Championship, as Firmino winning that flick on there. No chance for Augie Williams to get forward. Fighting here with Morales in the penalty area. Be left to be swung in here by Cam Lindley into the heart of that area, and it comes all the way through, and it lands on the roof of that net. The referee and the assistant deciding and eventually giving a goal kick.
It's a difficult one to take, though. Watch all the traffic, and it just drops right in front of him. His eyes can't catch it. Clouded just a bit, and with the English, Chris, very difficult to take on the hop up off the deck. You're just looking to get a touch and redirect, though, to be fair.
Nearly gave one up mere minutes ago. Plenty of numbers forward for Indy, as Lindley will whip towards that back post, and the header does come across and deflected as well. Still work to do here for Atlanta to clear lines. Now taken down there by Chapman Page, and on the turn, O'Brien having a swivel and a hit, and it did take a deflection on its way through as it lands in the stanchion, and another set piece.
Conversation with Indy 11 head coach Sean McCauley was talking about that aggression, Chris, right? It's one thing to move your troops up high and try and go and chase the game. It's another on those defensive represses, the ability to immediately have numbers. So tactically, they drop into a back three. You talked about the change that was bringing Ben Ofemu, Ben Mines in.
And now, Indy going here is a chance for Augie Williams! The flag stays down, and the cup set is on as Indy 11 hit the front in Atlanta. Third goal of the tournament for Augie Williams. And the breakthrough here in front of those traveling supporters.
A part of that change, though, Ben Ofemu started this. He gets the ball back. Look at the movement out on the right-hand side. If you don't get your wing back up high, that's going to rest on the shoulders of an Augie Williams or Douglas Martinez to rotate out. You occupy space. Notice, you have to commit on the left flank for Atlanta United. They can't get there quick enough. Great separation on the counterattack coming forward. And then you're just looking for calm.
And Lope Janitze, again with a full line of Indy 11 players waiting. Looks like he wants to strike towards goal on that near post, and it wasn't too far away. Salt at full stretch to cover.
Why not? Everybody's looking for the back post run, right? Even a cheat by Hunter Salt needs to know better. He's got that long body of his, just over 6'7", to help support.
Indeed, looked like their first half targets will be achieved here. At the opening goal, get to halftime with a clean sheet as the halftime whistle sounds. Augie Williams' third goal of the tournament and goals in 3 straight rounds. Indy coming in the third round, beating Chicago Fire 2. In that third round, beating San Antonio by 2-0. Detroit City in the last round by 3-0. And now on the precipice, but we'll have to play out these 45 minutes as we're underway in the second half. Indy 11. Atlanta won this tournament 5 years ago, but their recent history hasn't been brilliant. Firmino just about controlled by Fortune, who could still go on. A Johnny Fortune just about losing possession there, but he somehow kept it through all that traffic. Remarkable cameo there. One of their own, 19-year-old from Atlanta, and what could be his final appearance for the club.
Off on the night, have the performance of your lives. Most importantly, you have to learn to suffer. And what was the phrase that I shared with him that I experienced at the youth level that it's kind of rung true in every facet of my life is you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's not easy for a team in Indy 11 that has only 1 loss in their last 14. They've been the aggressor, controlled games.
McCarty lifted in, the header on from Brennan, and what a save from Hunter Salt. Another chance Change being ready for Atlanta as Daniel Rios will enter in a moment. Here is Lobjanice. Little interchange here, given back towards Lobjanice. And Firmino again forcing Salt to work. And now Hernandez lifting through. A couple of decent saves in this half from Hunter Salt as Ofemu not terribly far away. Now Dax McCarty, who will lift towards Lobjanice on the back post. Gets enough air on it. And we'll see this one out. Luke Brennan in towards a Johnny Fortune, whose strike is blocked by Chapman Page. Good skill again, though, from Brennan. Again, Augie Williams is off and running. Be harried here by Gregerson. Has support in Ofemu. And now into the space here for Williams. Has Collier on the back post and will try and find him. And it's towards his own goal from McCarty. And Indy get their second. It's Dax McCarty with an own goal that might just have sent Indy 11 to their first ever Open Cup semifinal. What a moment for Indy 11.
The advancement of numbers coming forward for Atlanta United. You had to gamble to try and get back into this match. They started to create quality, but within that, there's a lot of real estate that you're conceding. The idea here is just to find Augie Williams in transition, get hold of play, and if you want to find some support, it's got to be one of the frontline players. Dax McCarty
puts it into his own goal, and now Atlanta have to chase 2 goals here. In behind, in towards Brennan, looking for that quick response. Brennan in towards Rios, and Ronald Hernandez puts it wide. A chance for the instant response. Off target. Cutting a frustrated figure. He had to make lineup changes for this one. Made a lot of them, and it just hasn't come off. Forward from Edwards, and on goes Rios. 2 to aim for, towards that back post, and it could come for Nick Firmino. Salt is up, Firmino, and one back for Atlanta. And there's still time. There's still time to draw this one level. A lifeline for Atlanta United from Nick Firmino.
And the 2 players that Rob Valentino was specific about were Matt Edwards and Nick Firmino, and their ability to have another opportunity within this match. Ball off the back line from Edwards. Give Rios a lot of credit here to hold his serve on that far side. Great patience to allow the numbers to come up high. And all night long, we've been asking for that man right there, Nick Firmino, what he can provide this team down underneath in the pocket and the dying embers.
And there is the full-time whistle. The most famous victory in Indy 11's history comes in Atlanta into an Open Cup semifinal for the very first time in their club history, beating MLS opposition for the first time in their club history.